Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. There's no place for this place to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the Young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
In some ways, he reminds me of a past NFL great who played the quarterback position as well. Jawing with the opposition, trash talking a little bit, doesn't mind getting hit and battered around some. That kind of gets him into the game. But once it's time to lock in, Phillip Rivers does that as well as any quarterback in the league.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
I have to admit, I've rather enjoyed watching Melvin Gordon's improvement as he's developed as an NFL player because it started for me in college. Every year he was in school, he would add something extra to his game. First year, he knew how to run. He wanted to add pass receiving to his game. The next year, he wanted to add pass protection to his game. He did all of that. That turned him into a first-rounder, and now a front-line NFL back.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He was brought down by Michael Davis. And this O-line is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Throwing now is Brees. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Brees. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I don't see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And it's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's another Charger first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Rivers. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. I think defensively, you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down in the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you kind of stall them out when you do that.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave me underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back out on the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So Breeze can lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
You know, I love to point out when teams have a tendency to do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they're on that play. Offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guy, let him know that that receiver is crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way, make sure you have it. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the 45 on 2nd down. Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready, you're away.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Boundary complete to Cook. And past the 35, will he dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fighting through. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catches the ball and give all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 7-5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5 now. Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup that leads to a first and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Breeze out of throw. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 10 game. There to make the grab. As these guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. That's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, Rivers. Allen's got it complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost on the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. First turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now Rivers lost the football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're open to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Ready to get on the ground with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 3rd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. And they're getting down short of 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Rivers. Caught by Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, LA. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running kind of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in after 1. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we get you over to Orlando, we're standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easier for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's Kamara. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a better game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he will try, but he can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties are so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and a free kick it from the 20 now.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Automatic first down.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. The 10th carry for Kamara. He takes us from the 30 to 34.
Well, the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the ground, Kamara. And an alley to run. They get a run back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
To throw, it's Breeze. He finds Cook. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call them?
Well, they said with a chuckle they call him unreliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, now Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Looking again for Thomas. This is complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They're never good on a pass completion. They're going the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you cause lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go up there. That'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because we see that type of a run. I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run it again with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they get 3 points out of. They got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, again to the brother of JJ. This is Derek Watt. And he's going to be taking them shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there to bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh league since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at 14. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Sheldon Rankins abruptly into that play with a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back Gordon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, to maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. And really start thinking about burning these timeouts. They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try to score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Breeze now on 1st down. And this is Clark with the ground. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze a quick throw out to Thomas. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will handle 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. going with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Ready? Release!
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Kamara trying the right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Following the main field goal, let's kick it away. This is field at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
What are you looking for, Adam? We told us to go here in the 3rd quarter. Fucking moron, man. Shit. 312 was go here in the third quarter.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Williams puts up the floater inside the paint. No good. Rebound by Boban. And the Dallas Mavericks make a good run here in the last 3 minutes. Doncic, top of the key, inside the Boban. Oh, he lost control of the ball. He regains himself. He puts it up, but he's fouled. Oh, almost had an and one right there. Non-shooting.
Saints are winners. 12-3 over the Chargers. And that end the stream. And I'll be back tomorrow for another live stream. It's going to be week 6 of game number 1. And that end the stream. And please like and subscribe and have a good night.